This is the advice I would give to the women on the season 7 cast of Love is Blind if they were my clients. I think it's important to remember that while Love is Blind and these dating shows are a form of entertainment, there's a lot of women that were hurt in the process. And since we can't unhurt them, the least we can do is learn lessons from what we saw on screen so we don't make the same mistakes in our own life. Okay, so first up we have Hannah. Now here I would simply say follow your intuition. There are a lot of things we can say about Nick. I don't really want to get into all of them because all of those lessons could have been avoided had she followed her intuition and stayed broken up with him when she broke up with him at the very beginning. She felt something was off. All the girls in the pods told her something was off. I think she let her insecurity kind of drag her back in, and I've been there, so like I can't talk bad about her for doing that. But the lesson here, follow your intuition. When your gut tells you that's not your man, that's not your man. Okay, now with Ashley, I really hated to see this because although like we had all the tools to look up people and find dirt, she was not in that position to know before she got engaged to him. So I hate to see it. The one thing I will say is he did breadcrumb things about wanting a lot of children. This is an edited show and we don't know everything that was said off camera. So I don't want to imply that her or any of the other ladies for that matter are to blame. But I would have personally asked questions about the sperm donor kids and just wanting 7 children. Like I need the dots to connect. Now, what I will say from what we did see on camera is when she found out, that would have been, I do believe when people show you who they are the first time, listen. That was him showing you what kind of person he is. I don't know what's going to happen in the next episodes, but it seems like I want to say I saw them in more episodes. For me, that would have been an opportunity to end it and, enter my own healing journey. But that's just me. That's what I would tell her as a coach. No notes, 10 out of 10. Love her. Would love to be her friend. That's all. I don't really have any notes here because I'm honestly not sure why she's on this. They don't seem to be that attracted to each other. They don't seem to like click. They don't seem to mesh. So I don't really have any notes here other than I'd want to know more about why she's on the show, honestly. But I do have a lot of notes here. There's a lot of notes here. So first things first, he does not do what he said he was going to do in the pods. He told her about how he was going to spoil her, get her flowers, blah, 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 blah. She had to ask this man multiple times to get her flowers. And that last time, he started questioning if he wanted to get married because he did not want to live up to the responsibility of buying the woman flowers that he said he was going to buy flowers for. That right there was him. He was showing you who he was, but there's more. We also find out while they're in the pods that they are fiscally incompatible. Basically, her income is significantly higher and she has significantly higher standards of life where she likes to live, the things she likes to do. We know this from the pods. And she tried to brush it off because of chemistry, but we see in the Kate Spade YSL scene, it's never going to work. Basically, I'll put it in terms of the scene. If you're a YSL woman, do not date a Kate Spade man and vice versa. It's just the continents are never going to meet. And lastly, he showed throughout the season that he is sexually undisciplined. He spoke about sex very vulgarly on camera consistently. So when he was caught doing what he was doing, that didn't really shock me because, again, he showed us who he was consistently. So my advice for Monica would be, for one, stick to what she knows in terms of finances and dating guys that are on the same level as her financially or live a lifestyle that is compatible with her already. But mainly, I would tell her to keep a date diary. Before and after every date, take notes so you can see what things are consistent and what things aren't consistent. So when patterns emerge, they can't gaslight you and you can't gaslight yourself. Why? Because you have records, you have receipts. That is what I would tell Monica. Start keeping a date diary. And lastly, Marissa, she seems like a really, really sweet girl. So I was really disappointed in Ramses in the last batch of episodes. For her, I would actually tell her to chill on dating for a while and work on living her own authentic life and just getting to know who she is. And then once she has a clear view of herself, then translating that to the type of man she wants to date. And I don't mean that in physical standards or characteristics. I mean morals, I mean values, I mean lifestyle. Because it seems like her and Ramses, they had great chemistry, but they don't have the morals, they don't have the same lifestyle, and they clash there on a number of levels. Again, like I said, my coaching expertise are not in dating. They're more toward living authentically. But what I do know is when you're living authentically, that translates into other areas of your life, including your dating life. And when you know who you are, you know what type of partner you want and deserve. I feel like she might not know that yet. And that's why we're seeing the clash that we're seeing on camera. So I would, yeah, take a step back and get to know you before you get back out there. Again, I hate that there's so much pain associated with this season. I feel like it's more and more every season, and it's honestly getting harder to watch. But at the very least, I hope somebody's learning from some of the things that we're seeing on camera.